All right. What is your favorite sea animal?
Shark and octopus.
Shark and octopus. Shark. That's all, folks.
All sea
Shark and
creatures.
octopus. Okay.
All sea creatures.
Well, see, that's cheating.
No, it isn't.
What'd you say, Esther?
It's not cheating.
It's not a sea animal, is it?
No, it is
It's
not.
a water animal.
Axolotl is.
It's a water creature.
Yeah, but it's not a sea creature. How about you, Brother Brandon?
Narwhal.
That's
So
cool.
all
It uses that long. It's the unicorn of the sea. We talked about unicorns last time.
Yeah, exactly.
But
Unicorn
acorn
is sick.
fish,
Angler.
anglerfish. Yep. Well, mine is the animal that we're going to talk about today. What about you, Josh?
Camel.
There are no camels in the sea.
You said, what is your favorite sea creature? It starts with a C.
Oh, yeah. We should have seen that coming.
Yeah, I know that trick. I know that trick.
Well, my favorite is the animal that we're going to be talking about today. It's the dolphin. Dolphins navigate and find their prey by using something called, does anybody know?
A snorkel.
No, it's not a snorkel. It's called echolocation. It's the same principle that like our radar. With radar, we're sending up signals and we're waiting for those signals to bounce back. The dolphins do that. You ever been to maybe see something on TV, or you've been to SeaWorld and you heard the dolphins clicking and chirping?
Nope.
That's what they're doing, is they're sending out those signals and they're waiting for them to bounce back and they can find prey, the other fish that they eat. So a dolphin emits clicking calls and listens for their returning echoes. The greater time for the return of the echo, the further away an object is. Echolocation is similar to sonar. That's what boats use. Sonar is basically the radar of the sea, except it uses sound. Radar uses light. Sonar uses sound. So how is echolocation produced in a dolphin? Well, Esther, you seem to have all the answers. How is it produced? I'm kidding. I'm going to tell you. Yes, no. All right, so the dolphin sends out ultrasonic clicks through its nasal canals. No, I'm not going to do that. I've thought about it. It was there, but it's like, no, better leave that alone. So these vocalizations travel through a fatty protrusion on its forehead. Yeah. That's what mine is. It's a fatty protrusion. Granted, it's not on the forehead, but it's a fatty protrusion. Anyways, continuing on. So, this melon-like structure is actually a sound lens. If you've looked at a dolphin and you see it's got that bump on the top and then its nose and there's a little U-shaped line around the nose, that dome on the top is what they're talking about here. So it's actually a sound lens designed to focus the sound waves into a beam that can be directed. This sound lens uses different fatty compounds to blend the ultrasonic sound waves in different ways. These specially placed and designed fatty compounds have to be arranged in the right shape and sequence in order to focus the sound waves properly. So if they're not, they don't work. Now, evolutionists tells you that it took them millions, possibly billions of years to come up with that. So my question is, how did they survive until it was?
I do not know.
No. So evolution isn't real. So these fatty compounds are different from normal blubber fats. That's what I carry. And are made by a complicated chemical process that requires a number of different enzymes.
Bless you.
And one thing, Pastor pastor's always afraid is going to happen, and it just did. So once the dolphin focuses and directs his ultrasound signal, the noise hits an object and bounces back to the dolphin. Sinuses filled with special oil located within the dolphin's lower jaw receive the returning echo. The sonic information then passes to the inner ear, which changes the sound waves to nerve impulses. These signals are then sent to the brain. This sonar system is so precise, in other words, specific, that it can detect a fish the size of a golf ball 230 feet away. That's amazing.
That's so far either.
And yet Esther can't see what's right in front of her.
That's why I have glasses.
Okay, so the dolphin sonar system is the envy of the U.S. Navy. In other words, the U.S. Navy would really like to be able to do what the dolphin can do. For such an organ to evolve by random mutations is hard to believe because it took years for inventors to develop the sonar used on ships. Consider just the sound lens in the dolphin sonar system. It needed to have the right enzymes to make the right fatty compounds, and the lens had to be the right size and the right shape to be in the right location. A partially functioning system is no system at all. Ships and submarines have man-made sonar. Dolphins have God-made sonar. Psalm 107, 23 and 24 says, "They that go down to the sea in ships that do business in great waters, these see the works of the Lord and his wonders in the deep." The dolphin is yet another proof of the amazing creation hand of God.